It is 7:15 on a Tuesday evening. You are sitting on your sofa, and the lamp in the corner of the room is casting a warm glow. The television is off because you told yourself you were going to use this time to finally practice your English. You have a glass of water on the table, and you feel ready. But then you pick up your phone just to check one single notification.
We have all been there. You think you will just look for a second, but suddenly your thumb starts moving. You flick up. You scroll past a video of a cat. You flick up again and see a friend's holiday photos. Then you see a recipe for a cake you will never bake. Your eyes are fixed on that bright screen, and the blue light is reflecting in your eyes.
Suddenly, you look at the clock on the wall, and it is nearly 8 o'clock. Those 40 minutes disappeared in a blur. You feel a heavy sensation in your chest. It is a mix of regret and a bit of a headache. You feel sluggish. You look at your English book on the shelf, and it feels like a mountain you are too tired to climb. You drop the phone onto the cushion and sigh.
That feeling of phone regret is something almost every adult struggles with today. It is especially hard when you are trying to learn a language like English. You have the ambition and the desire to improve, but the phone is like a little time thief living in your pocket. It steals the moments you promised to give to your education.
But here is the good news. We are not going to tell you to throw your phone away or to delete every app you enjoy. That is not realistic for a busy life. Instead, we are going to show you how to turn that scroll hole into a speaking session. You can actually use your phone as your most powerful English teacher without even closing the apps you love.
If you find these short, pocket-sized lessons helpful for your busy schedule, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. We want to help you make English a natural part of your day, not a stressful chore that you never have time for. By joining our community, you are deciding to take back control of your time, 1 minute at a time.
Let's start with a very practical defense strategy. We call it the app swap defense. Think about the screen of your phone right now. Which apps are at the bottom in the dock? For most people, it is Instagram, TikTok, or a news app. These are the apps your thumb goes to automatically because of muscle memory. You don't even think about it anymore.
It is a physical habit. Your brain is wired to hit that specific spot on the glass. To break this, you need to change the digital landscape of your phone. Take your English learning apps or your English podcast folder and move them exactly where those social media apps used to be. Put the social media apps on the second or third page, hidden inside a folder.
This creates a moment of friction. When you sit on the sofa and reach for your phone to scroll, your thumb will land on your English folder instead. For a split second, you'll be reminded of your goal. You will see the English app and think, oh right, I wanted to practice. That tiny pause is enough to break the spell of the scroll.
It is about making the good habit easy and the bad habit just a little bit harder. Even moving an app 3 inches on your screen can change your behavior for the whole evening. It is a physical defense against a digital problem. Once you have that English app open, you can start what we call the 10 for 2 trade.
The 10 for 2 trade is a simple rule for your brain. We are not saying you cannot look at social media. We are saying you have to pay for it with English. For every 10 minutes you spend scrolling through your feed, you must perform a 2-minute pocket lesson. It's a fair trade. You get your entertainment, but you also get your progress.
This is great because it removes the guilt. If you spend 30 minutes on social media, you simply owe yourself 6 minutes of English. You can do those 6 minutes right there on the sofa. You don't even need to stand up. The easiest way to do this is a technique called narrating the feed.
Narrating the feed is a brilliant way to practice speaking at an A2 or B1 level. When you are looking at a photo or a video on your phone, don't just look at it silently. Use your voice. Describe exactly what you see using simple patterns. If you see a photo of a woman in a park, you can say, I see a woman. She is wearing a green coat. The trees are brown because it is autumn.
This is much more effective than just reading a list of words. You are connecting English to real-world images that you are already interested in. You can use the pattern, I just saw. For example, I just saw a video of a man cooking pasta. He looked very happy. The pasta looked delicious. I'm hungry now.
You are using the present continuous to describe actions and the past tense to describe what you just finished watching. It is a complete workout for your grammar, but it feels like a game. You are turning a passive activity into an active speaking exercise. You are no longer just a consumer, you are a narrator.
Let's try it together for a moment. Imagine you are scrolling and you see a picture of a crowded city street at night. Emma, how would you narrate that in simple English for our listeners?
I would say, this is a very busy street. There are many neon lights on the buildings. I see people walking quickly with umbrellas because it is raining. The cars are moving slowly. It looks like a cold night in London or maybe New York. I think the people are going home from work.
That is perfect. You used simple structures like there are, I see, and it looks like. These are the building blocks of fluency. If you do this for just 2 minutes after every 10 minutes of scrolling, you will find that your brain starts searching for English words even when you are not trying. You are training your mind to translate the world around you.
Another great pattern to practice during these sofa sessions is focused on the habit itself. It is important to be able to talk about your feelings and your time. A very useful phrase for A2 and B1 learners is, I lost track of time. This means you were so busy or distracted that you forgot what time it was.
That is a very natural phrase. You can say, I was watching videos and I lost track of time. Or, I got distracted by the news. Another good one is, I need to cut down on. This means you want to do something less often. For example, I need to cut down on my screen time.
Let's practice those together. Repeat after me. I lost track of time. Now you try. I lost track of time. Great. Now let's try the other one. I need to cut down on my scrolling. Your turn. I need to cut down on my scrolling. Excellent. These phrases are helpful because they allow you to explain your day to friends or colleagues in natural English.
The reason this method works so well is that it addresses the reality of our lives. Most English courses assume you have a quiet desk, a sharp pencil, and an hour of perfect focus. But the reality for most of us, especially in that 25 to 40 age range, is that we are tired. We have jobs, we have families, and we have phones that want our attention.
We have to stop waiting for the perfect moment to study. The perfect moment does not exist. The only moment you have is the one right now, even if you are sitting on a sofa feeling a bit lazy. In fact, English is often learned better in small, frequent bursts than in long, painful sessions. Your brain stays fresh, and you don't build up a feeling of resentment toward the language.
Consistency is much more important than intensity. If you study for 5 hours once a month, you will forget almost everything. But if you do your 10 for 2 trade every single evening, you are building a habit that will last for years. You are telling your brain that English is a normal part of your life, just like checking the weather or looking at photos.
This also helps with the fear of making mistakes. When you are narrating your phone feed alone on your sofa, nobody is listening. There is no teacher to correct you and no exam to fail. You can experiment with words. If you don't know the word for a specific kitchen tool in a cooking video, you can just say, he is using a silver thing to move the food.
Exactly. Fluency is not about knowing every word in the dictionary. Fluency is about being able to describe what you see using the words you already have. By narrating your feed, you are practicing the art of circumlocution. That is a fancy word for talking around a word you don't know. It is one of the most important skills a B1 learner can develop.
Let's think about another scenario. You are scrolling and you see an advertisement for a new movie. The trailer is fast and loud. How do you handle that? You can say, this movie looks exciting. I think it is an action movie. There was a big explosion. I want to see this in the cinema with my friends. You are taking something that was designed to distract you and you are turning it into a tool for your own growth. You are winning the battle against the time thief. And the more you do this, the more you will find that you actually enjoy your phone time more. It feels like a productive habit rather than a guilty habit. We want to encourage you to be kind to yourself. If you have a night where you spend 2 hours scrolling and you don't do any English, don't give up. Don't tell yourself that you are a bad student. Just start the 10 for 2 trade the next time you pick up the phone. Every minute is a fresh start. This brings us to a very specific challenge we want to give you for tomorrow. It is called the One Tab Challenge. Usually when we use our phones, we have 50 different tabs open in our browser and 20 apps running in the background. This creates mental clutter.
It makes it very easy to jump from a lesson to a distraction in 1 second.
Tomorrow, before you go to bed or before you finish your workday, close every single tab on your mobile browser. Close every app. Then open just one thing. Open one English story, one short podcast episode, or one English news article. Leave that as the only thing open on your phone.
When you pick up your phone the next time, that is the first thing you will see. You won't have to search for it. You won't have to navigate past your distractions. It will be there, waiting for you. This is how you make your English growth inevitable. You are designing your environment to support your goals.
Remember, your English doesn't need to be perfect to be useful. It just needs to be practiced. Even if you only describe 3 photos a day, that is over 1,000 photos a year. Imagine how much more comfortable you will be speaking English after describing 1,000 different scenes.
It is the power of the pocket-sized lesson. You don't need a classroom. You just need a few minutes and the device that is already in your hand. You have the power to change your routine starting tonight. The sofa is not just a place to disappear into social media. It is a place where you can grow your confidence.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please give the video a like. It helps other learners like you find these lessons, and it tells us that you want more practical, real-life advice. We love hearing about your progress, so if you try the 10 for 2 trade, let us know how it goes.
Your next step is very simple. Don't just close this video and go back to scrolling. As soon as this ends, look at the next 3 things in your feed, or the next 3 things in your room. Describe them out loud in English. Use the patterns we practiced today. I see, it looks like, and I just saw.
Take that first step right now. Don't wait for tomorrow morning. Your English is like a garden. You don't need to spend all day watering it, but you do need to give it a little bit of attention every day to help it grow. You are doing a great job, and we are very proud of the effort you are putting in.
You are a busy person with a lot of responsibilities, but you are still making time for your dreams. That is something to be celebrated. Keep your English in your pocket, use those small gaps in your day, and you will be amazed at how far you can go.
Thank you for spending these minutes with us. It is time to turn that phone into a tool for your future. Happy practicing, and we will see you in the next pocket-sized lesson.
Take care of your time, and your English will take care of itself. Goodbye for now.